Donald Trump has been in office for a month now. It certainly doesn't feel that way. Since his return, Trump has pushed through a flood of executive orders, decisions, and policy shifts. The speed of his actions has been dizzying, sometimes even difficult to keep a track of. But how are his decisions playing out on the ground? Do Trump supporters approve of his first policy moves? How are Americans reacting to his second term? The first polls are in, and Trump's approval rating has slipped.
It has been a busy month for Donald Trump.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
He's turned decision-making into a reality TV spectacle.
The golden age of America begins right now.
One that is often broadcasted straight out of the Oval Office in the White House. It has become a familiar sight. Trump sitting in his office, surrounded by a large stack of executive orders. As the cameras roll, Trump's staff secretary, Will Schaaf, sets the stage.
That's a big one.
He places one folder after another before the president while narrating what's about to unfold.
The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech. We have a list of pardons and commutations relating to events that occurred on January 6, 2021.
And then, with the dramatic stroke of his Sharpie, Trump signs the order into law.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
This is not just politics, it's a performance played out for the cameras. And that's what excites Trump's supporters the most. Trump's first month in office has upended Washington and strained America's relationship with its allies. But how do Americans feel about his decisions? The reaction is mixed. Trump's approval ratings have fallen. 51% of Americans don't approve of his leadership. A month ago, that number was just 41%. Some of Trump's key policies still have support, like immigration. His tough stance on immigration has 47% approval. On foreign affairs, 44% of Americans approve of Trump's approach. But domestic issues are hurting him. Inflation and rising prices remain Trump's biggest challenge.
You notice some of the prices going up, food prices going up. He did make those promises that food prices would go down before he entered office.
So yeah, I just think that having tariffs, it's not good for trade, and he's not promoting the economy in any regard for the working class. Or anybody aside from the upper 1%. So
many Americans who elected him really wanted him to do something about the high prices that they experienced at the store, and his agenda so far has been focused on other things.
It's still early days for the Trump administration. He has 4 more years in office. So there's plenty of time for a comeback or course correction.
Merci beaucoup. Hi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogan, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs. And that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.